In this video, I'm going to tell you how to drastically improve your English score, no matter whether you're starting at like a 20, a 25, or a 30, and what you need to do to achieve a perfect 36. Now, I'm absolutely qualified to tell you this stuff. I took the test back in April of this year, got a perfect score in every single section, and I've coached tons of my students to 34s, 35s, and 36s in English. The good news is the English section is the easiest one to get a 36 on and absolutely the easiest one to improve in. I've had a student improve as many as 14 points going from an 18 to a 32 just this year. The problem is you don't know the grammar rules. Most students go through the ACT English section and pick answers based on what looks right or what sounds right, as opposed to actually knowing exactly how all the grammar rules work and applying those. So I tell my students, if you want to really boost your score and get a perfect 36, there's two things you have to do. Number one, we have to learn all the grammar rules on the test, which again, I promise you don't know. And number two, you have to learn how to use the patterns of the test to your advantage. So if you're thinking, oh, I know a bunch of the grammar rules, I'm pretty good at grammar stuff, let me prove you wrong immediately and show you a rule that is on every single ACT that I promise you do not know. I like to call this the names rule. It has to do with on questions like 66, where we see names that differ whether they do or don't have commas. So the rule has to do with the description before a person's name. So a little rule kind of here. If I say my friend, let's say my friend Jake versus my best friend Jake. All right, so our simple rule here has to do with what it's called the identifier before the person's name. My friend is not specific to one person. So if it's not specific like my friend, we have to keep the name with no commas. If it is specific to one person, my best friend is specific, so now the name is extra. So here, as I read the sentence, it says, it wasn't until festival organizer. Well, that's not specific to one person, so we have to keep Dottie Thompson's name, so no commas, and respected hula master. Again, there could be more than one respected hula master, so we have to keep Uncle George Naope's name, if that's how you say that. So we need no commas for both of them, so our correct answer here is J. Again, a rule you probably didn't know, but once you memorize this, it's super easy to apply on test day. Now that names rule is just one of many grammar rules you need to master to get a perfect 36 on the ACT English test. And we can see on the screen now is a list of all the different grammar rules that you need to know and grammar topics. All the ones that are in yellow are actually ones that I can teach you entirely for free in the free trial to my ultimate ACT course. So there's a link below for how to sign up for that. It is entirely free, no credit card needed. So definitely go jump in there. It's a great place to start and learn a bunch of the really important grammar rules. Now, the second skill you need to master to get that perfect 36 in ACT English is pattern spotting. We want to always look at the differences in the answer choices, notice patterns in the answer choices, and use that to our advantage. And I'm going to show you two quick patterns you can use on test day. Now, the first pattern I'm going to teach you is how to spot subject-verb questions, and a little trick I like to call odd one out that we can use to tell what the answer is even if you cannot find the subject. So here, 55 is a subject-verb question. I spotted this because I see a singular and plural version of the same verb. We have the verb to be here in the past. I have was versus were, singular versus plural. Also, if we see, say, is versus are, or has versus have in the answer choice, or any verb with s and no s, like say runs versus run, we see a singular versus plural here. So here, what we're looking for is you can plug in he, and that's going to tell if it's singular. They is going to tell us if it's plural. So let's look at our different options here we see for our verbs. So in our current one, it says is. I can say he is, so that is singular. I can say he has been, they were, he was. Well, which one's the odd one out? Our answer here is C. Now, if we read the whole sentence, the subject here is the angular shapes in the painting, how noted, hence the angular shapes were actually a derivative, but we can use this pattern spotting trick to use and know it's a subject verb question and use this odd one out trick to basically cheat the test and know every single time whichever one's the odd one out, that is your answer. Next, I want to show you how to ace some of the easiest questions in the ACT, which are questions testing you on redundancy and conciseness. On the ACT, if we see a question like this, where we see 4 answer choices, 1 is shorter, 3 are longer, you always want to pick the shortest answer choice because these questions are testing us on redundancy, conciseness. We want shorter, simpler answers. So here's an example. It says no new snow had fallen since the weekend when back-to-back snowy blizzards turned Philadelphia into a place you recognize. Well, a blizzard is by definition a bunch of snow, so saying snowy blizzards or blizzards of snowfall or blizzards of snow is just redundant. We just want our shorter, simpler answers here. So if you can spot that pattern, you'll see 3 longer answers, 1 shorter answer, no differences in grammar. You go, remember, go with the short answer. So even that one names rule and those two pattern spine tricks can already start to improve your score 2, 3, even more points. Now I can give all my secrets away in this video, but if you want to learn everything I have to teach, you can sign up for my ultimate ACT course. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a free trial in the link below. I will teach you an entire chapter plus of a bunch of the grammar rules that appear in the test. It's going to be an easy way to really start boosting your score. In the full course, it actually includes a download of my entire ACT English book that I've written. It has videos of me teaching you how to do every single type of grammar question, also how to use all those pattern spine techniques to your advantage. Additionally, with the course, in my Ultimate ACT course, it offers a 3-point score improvement guarantee. So again, there's a link below where you can learn more and sign up for a free trial, no credit card needed. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out my other videos to learn more about ACT English. There are more ones with grammar tips and rules. Be sure to check out the ones with math. You can learn a bunch of the math formulas, equations. You can also order a copy of my math if you're studying with math. Other than that, be sure to like, subscribe. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. If you have any stuff you want to see in future videos, please let me know as well. Other than that, this is Matt at Prep Pro signing off. I will see you guys next time.